What's up, babies? So we are continuing our test of the BASN. This is the BMIC 2. What we're doing today, just because we ran into some problems with the rain and everything, I just feel like that wasn't a fair test. First off, you can see on the outside, the entire bottom floor is wrapped with stone. So we're going to give this thing a fair shot. And what we're going to do is we're going to test it against the BLX series from Shure. This is generally what I've been using for my ceremony kit. This is what I was using for reception, but frankly, it's been giving me like some just like really minor issues. So I'm actually curious to test this against something else, especially a new wave, I guess you could say, of wireless mics that we have coming out right now. So again, this is the BASN, this is the BMIC 2, and we're going up against the BLX4Rs. And we're using pretty much just their standard microphones that Shure has, and going up against these from BMIC. So we're just gonna, first off, I want to, if you can come in here real quick, we got Teddy behind the camera, and just take a look at the units real quick, just so you can see like their size and everything compared to each other. I think that, pardon the little gnome here, we're going to use that as a marker later. But if you can see, they're pretty much the exact same size. The one difference that I'm noticing is just a slight size difference in the antenna. I'm not the guy to ask if that matters, but what I can say is that with an older unit like this, and this coming out like pretty much brand spanking new, a couple of the things that I'm just really excited about are frankly just being able to see the volume levels on the unit independent of the screen. This being two separate microphones, so we have two XLR outs in the back. So really just being able to run it just from one. If you watched the last video, I had some problems kind of getting this all just linked up and everything, just because it's a different system. Of course, in time, I'll probably get to learn that a little better, but it wasn't super intuitive if I'm just giving kind of like a baseline of the two. I've been using BLX forever, so, and Shure is just super simple to get everything linked up. So that's not the conversation we're going to have about this any further, but what we are going to do now is I'm going to take this little guy with me. He's going to mark how far the Shure microphone goes, and then we got this one with the big blue thing on it. This is going to be from BASN. Again, we're just calling them BASN, right? I think that's what we've agreed upon. So we got our audio recording from here, so I'm going to walk until it cuts out, and then we're going to start all over. We're going to do with that one. So let's start the little adventure here. And we're going to walk down the sidewalk. And you're going to get some fairly simple but hilarious commentary as all my neighbors get to drive by and watch me work. So this is actually the exact walk that I did last time. And granted, this is not the microphone that we were testing last time, but we are already long past the success rate of it. And this is about as far as I expected, but we just keep going. And a lot of clear airwaves out here, which is residential. But, man, this thing's going to go. We just keep going. 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 I can hear the delay. Going. 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 Still going. Still going. Going. I can't believe this. Going. Can you still hear me? What? There's a plane, so I can't hear anything. Going? Still hear me? Seriously? No? No. Okay. Yes. You can hear me right now. This is insane. All right. This is in the middle of the street. I'm going to take a step back. Okay? I'm going to take a step back. Keep going back. We're going. We're out of the street now. Do you think the plane had something to do with it? Is this still going? I ran out of space. Where do I go? Where do I go from here? Okay, you know what? The gnome is just going right here. If it can go this far, it doesn't need to go any further. Here we go. Run back. Cue chariots of fire. My sister ran cross country in 8th grade, so I'm pretty good at breathing. Okay, all joking aside, that's insanely far. I'll have to measure it at some point, but that's further than anything would ever have to go. Anything. So that gives me like a lot more confidence with the BLX series just in general. So now, let's give them their fair shot, shall we? If you think we're going to be about equal or greater, type a capital Y in the comments. And if you think there's no freaking way this thing is going to even make it halfway, then type a no, 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 no in the comments. And then the first person to get it right, I don't know, I'll hook it with some sticker packs or something like that. I want to give shit away again. I need to catch my breath. That was a very heavy jog. Okay. Hey. All right, there it is. Okay, just off the bat, I think I might have to turn this one up a little bit more. Okay. Here we go. Number 2 with the BMIC 2. Let's test it. All right. What the? Hello? Hey. It was like already cutting out. Great start. Let's just get it away. Power that down. Kill it. De-antenna. And move it into the exact same spot. Okay? We're being completely fair. Here we go. And we're walking. Okay. This is fair. We've made it this far. 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 Hey. Are you kidding me? Dude. Okay. Trying again. Slowly backing up. Slowly backing up. Slowly backing up. Check. Hey. We're still going. We're still going. There it is. 2. Hey. Okay. Maybe we should scan. It's fair that we scan. We didn't scan with the Shure. I just hope I remember how to do this. 3. Roll. Okay. 2. Okay. We're scanned. Let's see what happens. We're walking step by step up the road, heading into the road. We're still going. This is further. Okay. So the scan was helpful. Clearly. Still going. I still hear it. Nice. All right. Still. There we go. Good to hear. Still going. Yeah. We still going. We're still going. Yep. Hey. Yep. Hey. Okay. Hey. Still going. This is impressive. Color me impressed. Still. Yeah. Okay. All right. Almost there. Hey. Yep. Wow. Okay. Hey, hey, this is where the Shure first cut out. Still going? Still going? Here we go. Gnome in hand. Good enough. Good enough. All right, I'm walking back this time. It made it all the way there. Little Nomi. Okay, so with a fair and equal test, or fairly close to, it performs fantastically after a scan. So, I mean, scans are important no matter what, but specifically with this, it might be a viable option. I always keep a wired microphone on hand just in case. So, frankly, now to have the two microphones, it very well may be worth it as long as I'm placed nicely. And then if, God forbid, something terrible happens, I always have the wired mic, which I feel like might just be happening anyway, you know? So, yeah, everybody that hit it with the Y was right, much to my surprise. I would say the only thing that wasn't really fair in the entire test was that the Shure and the BASN were on the shelf together and the Shure performed that way. And then we had to eliminate all those other variables in order for the BASN to perform. It may have just been the scan. We don't know. Of course, it would never be next to another unit like that, being that it has two microphones in it. I'm going to conclude this as a pretty legitimate option. Before I would use it in any sort of like really, what would you call it, just like high traffic area, I would have to test it there first as well. But as far as what we've accomplished here today, I think this is something that we're going to keep around. It'll be great to just slap right on top of the Everse 8 here and be able to have the option for the two microphones. And of course, always have the BLX as a backup. But yeah, that's definitely something that we're going to test out. What do you guys think? You think it's something that I absolutely shouldn't use by any means? Because I think there's an argument for that, you know, trusting Shure more than anything. But let me know your thoughts on this. Like, do you think it's a little too risky to even roll the dice and bring this out? Or was that a good enough test? What else should I do to like really burn these things out? But thanks so much for taking the time to watch this video. BASN, of course, reached out to me and wanted some type of review. I feel like I may have bashed them a little too hard on the first one, and I think this was a great success story. So please do me a favor and check out BASN everywhere. I'll have all their information down below. And really appreciate you being here for this one. Really appreciate Teddy being on the camera this whole time. Thanks, hon. And we'll catch you next time.